Here we are at the Lucha Libra Extravaganza 2016 Fighting Spirit Wrestling. And I'm here with Senor Steranko, who's wearing, of course, a luchador mask here.
The name's El Senor Steranko.
Mr. Steranko here. And Mr. Peterson about to kick things off here for the Lucha Libra Extravaganza. And we have unbelievable talent on the bill, on the card as it were. Mr. Steranko. Here's Mr. Mike Orlando coming into the ring here. Making his way to the ring now, Mr. Mike Orlando there. As we kick off the Lucha Libre Extravaganza here in beautiful Brooklyn, New York. And of course, Mr. Orlando, two gentlemen there, opening the ropes there for Miss Teresa. And Mr. Steranko, we know Mr. Orlando can really put a hurting on someone in the ring there. Massive clotheslines we saw him putting on people last time. Mr. Maxwell, Jacob Feinstein there. Mr. Feinstein coming into the ring. Mr. Feinstein making his way to the ring now with is that Joe Bronson there, Mr. Steranko, Senor Steranko as it were. Things off here. And Mr. Joe Bronson there accompanying Maxwell Jacob Feinstein to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, we kick things off here.
You want to talk about two up-and-comers. We got Feinstein and we got Mike Orlando in the ring. FSW is showing up premier talent in indie wrestling right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We know what both of these guys can do.
I don't know if Feinstein's going to get a good luck kiss like Orlando did.
Mr. Feinstein with some rather interesting and entertaining promos, as it were.
Well, this ain't a promo right now, Wesley. This is him against Mike Orlando.
Absolutely, as things kick off here. Ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden, the crowd is alive here as these two gentlemen set to square off in the center of the ring here. And the fans clearly loving Mr. Mike Orlando.
Yeah, the fans always have their own opinions, but those opinions aren't going to matter at the end of this match, is it? Or are they?
Well, absolutely not. There can only be one winner. And Mr. Orlando clearly getting the fans riled up here as they seem to take a liking to Mr. Orlando there.
Mr. Orlando has already won the battle of popularity. Let's see what he can do in the ring.
Quick arm drag there by Mr. Feinstein, and Orlando takes the move. Mr. Orlando with an arm drag of his own there. As things start off quickly.
Feinstein's smart. He's rolling away to get some air, recuperate just a tad. That's exactly what I would do if I was in the ring. Yeah, Peterson.
What was that?
Mr.
I
Peterson.
literally just sat down. I missed everything. So what's going on right now?
Yeah.
We're talking about pro wrestling.
Well, obviously we're at a pro wrestling show, of course. Oh, see, now that's nice. That's nice. I respect that a lot.
So do I. It's very, very noble of Mr. Feinstein.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Peterson, would you take his hand right here?
I would. I trust Feinstein. Oh, that was pretty noble. I told you.
Going from a handshake to a fist and a gun. Oh, boy. Oh. Feinstein's trying to use his powers to whip him, but I don't think it's working. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Bronson hasn't been a foot. Look at this.
Mr. Orlando just tossing him over the top rope there.
Oh, God. Here we go.
And a massive suicide dive there by Mr. Mike Orlando. Bloody thrashing him. And Mr. Joe Bronson got the wrong end of that deal,
start
ladies
off
and
Lucha
gentlemen.
Libra Extravaganza.
Yeah, that was a great, great dive outside the ring. And poor...
And Mr. Orlando there. Just bloody tossing Mr. Feinstein out of the ring.
Feinstein's smart. He knows exactly where
Wait
he's
a
in the
minute.
ring.
Wait a minute. What's going on here, Mr. Feinstein? Now, this is not right.
What are
Unbelievable.
you talking about? It's not right. If she doesn't want to be near the action, she shouldn't be near the ring.
And Mr. Feinstein completely disrespecting Mr. Orlando right at this point, ladies and gentlemen.
Call it disrespect. I say he's using his Orlando's own assets against him.
And a bloody...
Well, whatever you want to call it, he's using good tactics to bring down the elite athlete here.
Good question, Feinstein, because you're looking like the elite athlete right now.
And Mr. Feinstein clearly having his way at this point in the center, up against the rope there. And here comes Joe Bronson, bloody grabbing him out there. As the referee's distracted, Mr. Joe Bronson was up to some no good there.
Yeah, Orlando's paying for that no good behavior, as you call it, Wesley. If the ref didn't see it, in my opinion, it's not no good behavior. It's being smart.
Well, clearly taking advantage. A massive drop kick there.
That vicious ironing.
As Mr. Feinstein chasing the elite athlete, Mike Orlando, into the center of the ring, and a bloody knee to the face there. And just mashing his head into the mat there. And this is some opening match, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely an unbelievable opening match. Mr. Steranko, we got great action going on here. These guys are putting on quite a show, as it were.
These are two up-and-coming stars that have a lot to prove. None of them want to lay down for the other, so we're going to see what happens here.
Absolutely, as he trying to climb back into the ring there is Mr. Orlando. And and a massive kick to the face there. Bloody blasted Mr. Feinstein right in the face there.
You got to give credit to Mike Orlando right there for holding his balance, but it all came back to him right there.
Here's an attempt at pinfall. Only a 2 count there, ladies and gentlemen. And Mr. Feinstein now trying to work on the face with a series of right hooks and crosses to the face of Mr. Orlando, center in the ring there.
Little by little during the duration of this match, Feinstein has chipped away at Orlando, and right now, Orlando does not look good and doesn't look like he's going to end this match on a winning streak.
Absolutely, as Mr. Feinstein got him in the sleeper hold here. Got all the leverage right now, but Mr. Orlando will not be easy to hold down, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, he's getting his strength back, and a massive elbow to the midsection, another blast to the midsection, now a big knee by Mr. Feinstein. And bloody tossed
Mind you, Bronson's outside the ring trying to keep the fans quiet so Orlando doesn't get his momentum back.
Unbelievable. Just speared him in the corner here. And a massive DDT, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Only a 2 count. Mr. Steranko, how do you get up from an executed maneuver like that?
you get up by being a great athlete like Feinstein is. He's showing and he's proving.
And Mr. Feinstein right now looking up at the lights, as it were, in the center of the ring, as Mr. Mike Orlando just getting started. And he may have some aerial plans in the works here.
Looks like Orlando's going north.
What is he doing up there? What is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh my God! Oh!
Oh, unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody home for Mr. Orlando.
Oh!
Wait a second there.
And ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
He just speared
Feinstein
the ref.
just speared the referee like an American football game. It was absolutely unbelievable.
I would say Orlando threw Ozzy in the way to save his ass.
Unbelievable. And here's an attempt, and no one's there to take the count, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what he gets for throwing the referee.
And here's Joe Bronson there, and he'll start to work on Mike Orlando there.
Well, that's what he gets. He
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Anna Teresa's up. What is she doing? Oh my God.
And there, his lady coming to the rescue there.
This one
As
is-
he holds and he bloody master into the corner there. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on in the ring is disgusting.
Oh
it's
my
not.
Wait
No.
a minute.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You reap what you sow. Stay out the ring if you don't want to get beat.
Mr. Steranko, I cannot disagree with you more. That was an absolutely disgusting display.
Oh, look at that. It's I would say a medium-sized blow. I wouldn't say that was low, right?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
I don't know.
That didn't look low to me. Get in there,
And the
Ozzy.
Aussie did it too.
And Mr.
Oh.
Ozzy getting his wits about him here. And this has been an unbelievable opening match, ladies and gentlemen. Two great athletes in the ring here.
Looks like Feinstein's calling for a
And
spear.
Oh, another spear by
A
Feinstein.
massive spear there. Here's a 1 count.
And there you
Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ozzy.
No need to wait. No need to wait, Wesley. It's over.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. That was not a proper. That should not have happened that way.
It looked good to
Clearly,
me.
his leg was on the the rope there.
I don't know what angle you're looking at, Wesley, but I saw Feinstein with a clean win. And he just marked his territory right there.
Absolutely.
Lucha Libra Extravaganza starts off right.